Welcome to today class. Today we are going to discuss about the maximum power transfer theorem. In the previous class we have discussed about the Norton's theorem. In the Norton's theorem, any given bilateral linear network, that to active network, can be replaced by current source in parallel with the Norton's equivalent resistance. Now today we are going for that is a maximum power transfer theorem. So the statement of the maximum power transfer theorem is that the load resistor RL consumes maximum power from active network when the value of the load resistor is equal to the value of the resistance of the network measured between output terminals with all sources are replaced by their internal resistances. So the statement is very simple. Okay, so any load resistor in a given network is connected across the output terminals. Suppose you want to determine the power consumed or a power delivered to the load resistance is maximum. Okay, then you need to find out the internal resistance of the network when you are open the terminal of the load resistor. That means you have to remove the load resistor and you find out the internal resistance of the circuit, so that whatever the internal resistance of the circuit is must be equal to, so that you can call as Ri, that is internal resistance of the network, that must be equal to RL. Then only you can maximum power can be transferred to the load resistor RL. So that is what the definition. In order to find out the maximum power transfer to the load resistor, so procedure for a given network. So the first step, remove the RL, that is a load resistor, from the given network. Second step is to replace all sources by their internal resistances. Then the step 3 is find the internal resistance of network looking from open circuited load terminal, that is you can call as a Ri. So once you are able to determine the internal resistance of the open circuited terminal, load terminal, so that resistance is nothing but Ri, that is the internal resistance of the circuit. So as per the theorem, so this Ri is equal to RL, then you can transmit the more power to the load. Let us consider an example. So this is the given network. So these are the load terminal you can identify in the given network. So this is your load resistance RL. So you want to determine the maximum power consumed by this load resistor. Okay, then what to do? The first step is to remove the load resistor. That means you have open circuit the load terminal. Then you can remove or replace the voltage sources by their internal resistance. The internal resistance of this voltage source, what is given is R ohm. So you can whatever the internal resistance of the voltage source, you can write it in series with the source. So if you consider the internal resistance of the voltage source, that is nothing but your R ohm, then if you find out the internal resistance of the network looking back to the network at the open terminals, open circuited terminal, then your internal resistance of the circuit is R1 plus Ri, because this R1 and R are connected in series, so you can easily find out the internal resistance of the circuit. This is open circuit. Okay, once we determine the internal resistance according to maximum power transfer theorem, so the RL consumes maximum power when RL is equal to Ri. So you don't know the value of the resistance, so you need to first find out the RL. So RL is equal to Ri as per the theorem statement. Then once you consider this RL is equal to Ri, then what is the current in this given network? The current in the given network is I. Okay, because only one source, so the same current is flowing in all the resistors, that is R1 as well as RL, and also internal resistance. So therefore from the given network you can easily find out the expression for the current. I is equal to V divided by Ri plus RL. What is Ri? Ri is nothing but R1 plus R. R1 plus R is nothing but your Ri, so plus RL, so that will give the expression for the current. Then if you find out the power consumed by the load, so power consumed by the load is this RL, so the power consumed by the load is equal to, that will be represented by PL. PL is equal to I square into R formula, that is nothing but I square into RL. So you know the equation for the current, so you can just substitute this value of the current I here, then you will get the equation PL is equal to V square divided by Ri plus RL square into RL. So that you can call as equation number 1. This is the expression for the power consumed by the load. So in order to find out the power consumed by the load is maximum, so what to do? You need to differentiate this equation. You need to differentiate this equation with respect to RL, because the variable is resistor RL. So therefore you need to differentiate this equation with respect to RL and equate it to 0. Then you will get the condition for the power maximum power transfer. So that condition must be equal to RL is equal to Ri as per the statement of the maximum power transfer. Okay, to find the value of the RL, so you have to make use of equation number 1. So that is the expression for the PL, what I told. So that to find the value of RL, at which the maximum power occurs, or maximum power consumed by the load resistor. So what I told, you have to differentiate the equation, differentiate the above equation, that is equation number 1, with respect to the RL and equate it to 0. So that means dPL by dRL is equal to 0. So you have to make use of this equation, that is d by dt u by v formula, and you are using the equation number 1. So you can differentiate that equation, then okay, so you have to make use of equation number 1 and you differentiate dPL by dRL. So you are using this expression, that means formula d by dt u by v. So if you differentiate that, you will get this equation. Then you rearrange this equation. So if you rearrange means here v square into Ri plus v square into R plus RL, one term will be taken common. You are left with here Ri plus RL. So in this, so you have taken Ri plus RL into v square is common, so you are left with only 2 RL minus 2 RL, and denominator is will be as it is. Okay, now one term in the numerator and the denominator will be get cancelled. You are left with v square into Ri plus RL minus 2RL divided by Ri plus RL to the power, that means whole cube like. Then further if you simplify, what happens? V square Ri plus RL, sorry, Ri minus RL divided by Ri plus RL whole cube is equal to 0. So V is not equal to 0, then obviously you can say V is not equal to 0, hence Ri minus RL equal to 0 in this equation. So from this, so you can easily find out the condition, that is Ri is equal to RL. That is what the statement of the maximum power transfer. So if you write the equation for the power consumed by the load resistor, then if you differentiate that equation with respect to the RL, then you will get the condition Ri is equal to RL. So that is what the statement of the maximum power transfer theorem. Now consider the maximum power transfer theorem. Power transfer is PL maximum. So PL equation is V square divided by Ri plus RL square into RL. So this is the equation for the current. Okay. So now you derive the condition for maximum power transfer. So Ri is equal to RL. Suppose if you substitute Ri is equal to RL, then V square into RL divided by 2RL whole square. So then what happens here? 2RL square. So 4RL, because 1 RL will be get cancelled with the numerator term. Okay, then you will get V square divided by 4RL. So that is what the maximum power transfer to the load resistor. So you have to just you have to find out the value of the RL. How you can find out? So by finding the internal resistance of the network, then you can easily find out the PL is equal to PL maximum. This is the condition, that is this condition, this is the maximum power transfer condition. So PL maximum is equal to I square into RL. Okay, or that is equal to, if you substitute here na, so in terms of P, V square divided by RL square the condition is, that is what you got, 4 RL. So this value is equal to V square divided by 4 RL. So just you have to substitute the value of RL, and if you know the voltage, then you can, in terms of voltage, this is the equation. So you can easily find out the maximum power consumed by the load. Let us consider an example. For the given circuit shown in figure below, find the value of load resistor RL which consumes maximum power. So this is your load resistor RL. So it has to find out the what is the maximum power consumed by this load resistor. So as per the maximum power transfer theorem, what is the condition? The condition for maximum power transfer is Ri is equal to RL. Ri is equal to RL. To find out the RL, what to do? First step is to remove the load resistor, and also second step is to remove the voltage source by their internal resistance. I have removed the load resistor here, terminal A and B. This is the load terminal. I have removed the load resistor and also voltage source by their internal resistance 0.1 ohm. Then these resistors will be remain in the circuit. Now look back to the network. At the open circuited load terminal, you find out the equivalent resistance. Okay, what are the equivalent resistance? What is the equivalent resistance? 0.45, 0.1, 0.45. Those all three are connected in series. So 0.1, 0.45, 0.45. So that equivalent resistance Ri is equal to 1 ohm. Therefore, you can write RL is equal to Ri, that is equal to 1 ohm. So in the given network, so RL should have a value of 1 ohm. Then you can transmit the maximum power to the load. So then what is the equation for maximum power transfer? PL maximum is equal to V square divided by 4 RL, what you derived in the previous. So you know the voltage. So what is the voltage in the network? Here voltage is 120. So voltage source is 120 square divided by 4 into 1. So this value is equal to 3600 watts. So that is the maximum power. So that is the answer for the, so what is the maximum power consumed? That is 3600 watts. But the load resistor is RL is equal to Ri, so that is equal to 1 ohm. So that is how you need to find out the load resistor as well as the power consumed by the load. Let us consider another example. A car has a battery of 12 volts with an internal resistance of 3.5 ohm. 3.5 ohm. Compute the resistance of the coil. Compute the resistance of the coil used in the horn to give the maximum sound. So when the maximum sound by the horn, if the power consumed by that horn will be maximum. So corresponding that, what is the resistance of the horn? So when the battery voltage drops to 10 volts. A second case is when the battery voltage drops to 10 volts. Compute the percentage change. Compute the percentage change in the sound output. When the battery voltage is 12 volts, so he is asked to find out the resistance of the coil. So the resistance of the coil means resistance of the horn. Okay. Then second case, if the voltage of the battery is reduced to or drops to 10 volts, then what is the sound of the horn? Then what is the percentage change in the sound output of this particular horn? So that is what he is asking. So first case is when the battery voltage is 12 volts, you need to find out the load resistor, then you can find out the maximum power transfer. Okay, so the maximum sound will be produced in the horn when the maximum power consumed by it. Okay, this is the basic concept. So if the power consumed by the horn is more, that means the sound will be more. So from maximum power transfer theorem, what is your condition for maximum power consumed by the load resistor? So RL is equal to Ri. So what is the given network here? The battery having only internal resistance is 3.5 ohm. So in order to find out the internal resistance of the network at the load terminal, so only resistance is 3.5 ohm, because if you remove this coil and this voltage source by the short circuit, so only the 3.5 ohm resistor will be there in the network. So therefore Ri is equal to 3.5 ohm. Therefore RL is equal to 3.5 ohm. So that is what the resistance of the coil of the horn. So now you can easily find out the current delivered by the source. Okay, so what is the current delivered by the source? Current delivered by the source is nothing but this IL. The current through this is IL. IL is equal to V divided by Ri plus Ri plus RL. So 12 divided by 3.5 plus 3.5. So the current is 1.714. So you can just substitute the power consumed by the load PL. So when the voltage is, this is current corresponding to the voltage of 12 volts. So that you can refer as a power consumed by the load is PL1. So that is equal to IL square into RL. So if you substitute the value of IL and RL, so you will get 10.285 watts. So that is the power consumed when the battery voltage is 12 volts. Second case is when the voltage drops to 10 volts. If the voltage drops to 10 volts, then what is the current? Change in the current. So 10 divided by Ri plus RL. So 10 by 3.5 plus 3.5. So the current is 1.428 ampere. So now power consumed by the load. Power consumed by the load PL, that you can refer as a PL2. PL1 corresponding to 12 volts. PL2 corresponding to 10 volts. Then IL square into RL. So I is 1.4428 square into RL is 3.5. So the power is 7.142 watts. Now see that power in the 12 volts, when the battery delivering the 12 volts, the power consumed by the resistance of the horn is 10.28 watts. If the voltage drops to 10 volts, the power consumed by the resistance of the horn is 7.142 watts. Now is asked to calculate the percentage change in the sound. So then the percentage change in the sound output is equal to PL1 minus PL2 divided by PL1. PL1 is corresponding to the power consumed by the resistance of the horn when the voltage is 12 volts, and PL2 is the power consumed by the resistance of the horn when the voltage drops to 10 volts, divided by PL1, that is a power consumed by the load or a horn resistance when the battery voltage is 12 volts. So in the first case the power consumed is 10.285. In second case 7.142 divided by 10.285 into 100, so that is 30.55. So this is your percentage change in the sound output if there is a change in the voltage from 12 volts to 10 volts. Now consider another example, the network shown in figure. So this is the network. Calculate the ohmic value of RL, that means resistance value of the RL, when its power is maximum. And total power delivered by the batteries, and also asked to total power delivered by the batteries, because here in this network you have two voltage sources. Then is asked to what is the power delivered by the batteries. So this is your given network. This is your load resistor identified, that will be connected between the load terminals A and B. So in order to find out the answer for the first bit, that is the ohmic value of the resistance RL when the power is maximum. So the first what to do, you need to remove the load resistor and also voltage sources by their internal resistance. Then you find out the resistance across the open circuited terminals. So that what you can call as the internal resistance of the network. It is also you can refer as a Thevenin's equivalent resistance like. So what you have done, you have removed the load resistor, and also this voltage source 120 volts will be replaced by only internal resistance of 0.4 ohm, and voltage source 2 V2 having internal resistance is 0.6, so that will be replaced by 0.6. So now you can find out the resistance between this terminal A and B. So what happens here between these two? This 1.6, 0.4 and 1, those three are connected in series. These are connected in series between the terminals A and B. Similarly 1.5, 0.6 and 0.9, those three are connected in series. So these two are in parallel, like see here, this circuit is equal to this, so these three are in series, so that can be replaced by single. Similarly these three are in series, that can be replaced by a single one. Now these three and this three will be connected in parallel between the terminals A and B. So therefore if you replace these two by single equivalent, so that resistance is 1.5. so that is nothing but your internal resistance of the circuit across the load terminal. So once we determine, so for maximum power transfer, so as per the maximum power transfer theorem, RL is equal to RI, so that is equal to 1.5 ohm. So that is what the answer for the first bit. Now we can go for the how to determine the total power delivered by the batteries. Now to find the power delivered by the batteries, so you have to find out the current through the circuit. So first you have to remove the load resistor, then you find out the current in the circuit. So you are assuming the loop, this is only one loop, so you are assuming the direction of loop in this direction. So if you write the loop equation, okay, if you start from this, okay, so and end on this thing, so what happens here, in this loop there are two sources. While traveling this loop you are going from negative to positive, so therefore plus 120. Similarly the source, you are going from positive to negative, the source is with a negative sign, 114 with a negative sign, and resistance in this path or a loop, 0.4 plus 1.6, that is 2, plus 3.5 plus 0.6, so that means 4.1 is 5 is plus 1. There are if you add all this resistance, so that will be 6 ohm. So always the current is flowing from higher potential to the lower potential in the resistors. So that's why you are taking as minus sign, plus minus plus minus. So therefore 6 into I. So if you simplify this, you will get 6 is equal to 6I, or I is equal to 1 ampere you will get. Once we know the I is equal to 1 ampere, okay, then the potential difference between these two terminals, so that means potential across the terminal A and B is either you can consider this part of the circuit or this part of the circuit. Suppose if you consider this part of the circuit, so between this and this point 120 1 plus 4 1.4 plus 1.6, so that is 3 into I with a negative sign. So if you substitute the value of I 1, so you will get voltage or potential difference across the terminal A and B is 117. So the potential across these two will decide the power delivered by the batteries. So therefore, so PL maximum is equal to V square divided by 4 RL, what you derive the condition. So now you can substitute the value of V, what you determine, that is the voltage across the terminals A and B. So you know RL is 1.5. Then if you find out the maximum power, so that is 2281.5 watts. So that is how you need to find out the, okay. Otherwise you can find out the in terms of current also. If you find out the current through the load resistance using the potential difference, potential across the terminal AB. So potential across the terminal AB is VAB divided by RI plus RL. So what is the VAB? VAB is 117, RI is 1.5, RL is 1.5. So the current is 117 by 3 ampere, and PL maximum is equal to IL square into RL. If you substitute this value, then also you will get, either you can make use of voltage or a current. So the power consumed by the load is remain same. So that means this is the power consumed by the load itself is nothing but a power delivered by the batteries, by both the batteries. Now consider another example. A 6 volt car battery, 6 volt car battery has an internal resistance of 0.2 ohm. Compute resistance of the headlamp. So that means the battery is used to light the headlamp of the car, headlamp to be connected so that the maximum light is produced. Okay, then what is the maximum power? So what is the maximum power delivered to the headlamp? Okay, and when the internal resistance of the battery increases to 0.5 ohm. Initially the battery is having a 0.2 ohm. Now if the resistance is increased to 0.5 ohm, then what is the reduction in the power consumed by the lamp? Now when the battery is 6 volt and 2 ohm internal resistance, so you need to find out the resistance as well as the maximum power consumed by the load. Okay, then when the internal resistance of the battery is increased to 0.5 ohm, then what is the percentage reduction in the power consumed by the lamp? What is the reduction in the power consumed by the lamp? So that is what is asked in the particular this problem. So as per the maximum power transfer theorem, so maximum light is produced when maximum power is consumed by the headlamp. Okay, so let RL be the resistance of the headlamp. You just assume that the headlamp is nothing but having a resistance, so therefore the RL be the resistance of the headlamp. So we are representing 6 volt source, its internal resistance is 0.2, so this is your headlamp resistance RL. So what is the condition for maximum power consumed by this? Hence you can get the maximum light. So condition to produce the maximum light is RL is equal to RI. So to find RI, what to do? You have to remove the load resistor and the voltage source by their internal resistance. Then you look back to the network across the open circuited terminal. Then you find out the internal resistance of the circuit. So that is nothing but RI. So by looking to this, you will get the RI is equal to 0.2 ohm. So therefore this RI is equal to your load resistance of the headlamp. So once you know this RL, you can easily find out the current delivered by the battery. So current delivered by the battery is equal to 6, voltage is 6.2, and this load resistance is also now becomes 0.2. So therefore this value is equal to 15 ampere. Now so maximum power consumed by the headlamp when the battery voltage is 6 volts, then PL1 maximum is equal to, you can just refer it as a PL1, because now later the resistance of the battery is increases to 0.5, so that will be considered as PL2. So corresponding to the first case, so PL1 maximum is equal to IL square into RL. IL square into RL, So IL is, or in terms of current, in terms of voltage, you have V square divided by 4 RL. So V is known, so 6 square divided by 4 into 0.2, so that is 45 watts. So when the battery having a voltage of 6 volts and the internal resistance is 0.2. Similarly, you can find out the power consumed by the load lamp when the internal resistance is 0.5 ohm. Then you can find out the reduction in the percentage reduction in the power consumed by the lamp. Now when the internal resistance is increased to 0.5 ohm of the battery, then IL is equal to 6 divided by 0.5 plus 0.2, so current is 8.571 ampere. Then the maximum power consumed by the load headlamp or thermometer load, now PL2 maximum, that is equal to IL square into RL. So IL is 8.571 square into 0.2, so that is 14.693 watts. Now reduction in the power consumed by the headlamp is PL1 maximum minus PL2 maximum divided by PL1 maximum. So in the first case 45 watts, second case is 14.693 divided by 45, you will get. So the reduction in the power consumed by the headlamp is reduced by 67.34%. Now consider another example. A generating device has a resistance of 0.5 ohm. So that means, so this voltage source, that is nothing but a generating device, it is having internal resistance of 0.5 ohm and is connected to a load by a load. This is the load, double circuit line, that means two lines in parallel. So each line will be represented by 3 ohm and 3 ohm, each line which has a resistance of 3 ohm. Okay, at what load will maximum power transfer be realized? So that means he is asked to find out the what load means what is the load resistance at which the power transfer will be, that means maximum power transfer is realized, maximum power transfer be realized. So that is what is asked the question. Further is asked what is the power received by the load, what is the power received by the load. Okay, so first point is you have to ask to find out the RL as well as the power consumed by the load resistance, and when the generating voltage will be 200 volts. So initially so that means you need to find out the load resistor as well as the power consumed by the load resistor. So what is the condition for maximum power transfer? So the condition for maximum power transfer is Ri is equal to RL. To find Ri, what to do? You have to remove the load resistor and you have to replace the voltage source, this voltage source only by their internal resistance. So this is 0.5. So this load resistor is removed, that will be open circuited. Then you find out the equivalent resistance between terminal C and B. So these two are in parallel series with this. So the 0.5 3 into 3 divided by 3 plus 3, so that is 2 ohm. So therefore this Ri is equal to 2 ohm, therefore that is equal to RL. So what is that is the load resistance. So this is the condition for the load, the resistance, the maximum power can be realized. Now in order to find out the power consumed by this load or power transfer to the load, So you need to find out the current through the load. So current through the load RL is equal to I divided by 200 divided by Ri plus RL. So Ri is the internal resistance of the circuit and this RL is the load resistor. So therefore 200 divided by Ri plus RL. So if you find out the current, so that becomes 50 ampere. So your Ri is 2 ohm, RL is 2 ohm. So if you find out the current, okay, 50 ohm, 50 ampere. So then power consumed by the load is IL square into RL, or otherwise directly we can make use of a voltage. Okay, so V square divided by 4 RL. V is 200 divided by 4 into 2, so that is 5000 watts. Suppose if you substitute the current also, what happens? 50 into 50, 2500 into 2, so that is also. So either you can make use of this formula or this formula, so you can get the power consumed by the load. Okay, by this I can stop here for today's class. I'll continue in the next class. So whatever the problem you have considered in this, you have considered only the DC source, and whatever the condition you derived for the maximum power transfer to the load resistor, so it is only in the case of DC source, that means DC circuits. So in the next class we are going to discuss about the maximum power transfer applicable to AC source. Suppose the network is having a AC source, that is nothing but AC circuits. So that we can cover in the next class. So if you have any difficulty or you are not understood any concept or any problem, you can just raise your queries in the Google Classroom or a WhatsApp, so I can clarify the doubts. Okay, now I will end this particular class today.